Hello everybody and welcome to today's stream. We're playing Sonic Rivals. I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and with me today is...
Uh, Nick 0.5.
Nick 0.5. It's Sin, everybody. And yeah, that's that for today.
Oh, it's it for today? Alright.
No, that's all I've got for now. Like, gosh, we're not
Gavin isn't fond of me very much.
Stop it. Alright, let me turn on the audio for the game real fast. There we go. So,
Gavin hates me.
no, I don't. Quit telling lies. So, Sonic Rivals was a PlayStation Portable exclusive title. There are two of them, and they are really good. So, let's jump into the story. We got Sonic, Knuckles, Shadow, and Silver.
Ooh.
And we've got outfits we can change too, but we gotta unlock them.
Woo.
What? So many shocking gasps. So go ahead and pick who we start as, Sid.
It's no use.
I love Silver, so let's go for it.
I was talking about Knuckles.
Bullshit. Alright. So
This is the PSP game?
this is the PSP game. Hey Aquil, how you doing? The Sonic Advance Drowning Countdown Timer. Music always screws you. Okay, Aquil, you don't have to bring up Sonic Advance every Sonic stream, bud. But glad to know you're here.
That's in the past.
So we start out. This whole game is a race against multiple characters. Generally, you start out with a rival, and you have to get to the end. So if I was playing a Shadow, I'd be racing Silver here. If I was playing a Sonic, I'd be racing Knuckles. And we'll get
So there's only 4 playable characters?
only 4 playable in this one. Yes. In the next game, there is 8. But when you
How
come,
many Rivals games are there? 2 or 3?
only 2. Just like the Sonic, we have special power-ups so you can find along the stage. But just like this came out, I think a year after Sonic Rush, and then shortly after this, Sonic Rush Adventure came out.
Is this made by Dimps?
This is not made by Dimps, actually. This is made by Backbone Entertainment, and you might know them today as, oh shoot, fucking, it's a Moon, it's Eclipse. They've done a whole bunch of stuff. But you've probably played 1 or 2 of their titles. Trust me. Like the Sonic Ultimate Gems collection.
Oh.
So they were real good at what they did.
Okay. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not like avoiding the stream right now, but I am gonna quickly go off stream just so I can quickly download and do all the preparation stuff for possible possible multiplayer ideas.
So you can get to the end of an act and still lose. You're talking about Oh, Ice Mountain. Said the Sonic Advanced drowning timer count. No, I'm talking to a wheel. You said the advanced counter times you out. You haven't played a Sonic game in almost a decade. Well, push X to start. It is they're still good. They're still just as good as you probably remember.
Don't listen to the people that say that Sonic died. It's not dead. It's still there.
It's still there. Minus what that one guy, regardless of what that one guy in the game store said.
People look at you weirdly for picking up Sonic Forces. Yeah, that's pretty fair because Sonic Forces was a bad game. But but if they see you picking up Frontiers when it drops,
Frontiers, Colors Ultimate, like, yeah, you can play those games and not have to worry about weird looks from anybody, because guess what? Ah! So that messes with their controls. So this is a multiplayer-focused game for the most part, but the whole story mode campaign is done with CPUs, which isn't too awful. But you got the homing attack. All the characters pretty much play similarly enough. The only difference is the special move you get.
I don't want to sound topic, but I just really want to talk about one of the things that I'm planning to try and get working, but it's been really hard. Towerful Ascension. It's a very fun game. I've played it before, and I feel like it would be very cool to play. But it's a pain in the ass to get working because my laptop apparently wants to say no.
Yeah, it's alright.
Are you kidding me?
The point they're still alive, it may not be completely dead, but it gets running. Yeah, exactly. It's a good time to play. That's what we mean. Is a lot of people like to say Sonic was never good, but it's been good. You've just forgotten how to play it.
Yeah.
Like, you have an issue with the zone? Alright, well, there's some challenge. There's a learning curve. You'll get used to it. And there's the end. So, most of these levels are going to be like this, where we get to the end, we beat our rival. Yeah. We get a record, and we get cards. The more cards you unlock, the more special equipment you can get, such as like costumes and whatnot. And I'll try to show them off, but even in my let's see here, God, it's got to be at least 15 years now of owning and playing this game. I still don't have all the costumes and all the cards. Because some of them you have to unlock through doing multiplayer stuff, and owning two copies of this game, and two PSPs is kind of a difficult task, especially nowadays.
Evan?
Yeah, what's up?
I am an idiot.
What's up?
So I went to the page, you know, like I went to the Towerful Ascension page, and I scrolled down in the download section, and I realized it says to play this game on Windows, you need to have this thing installed. And I'm just like, I am brain dead.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm just installing this program called XNA. I don't know what it is, but you need it to play this game, so I'm
assuming it's a driver.
Probably. Sure.
So there are... So, just like in the classic games, there are multiple paths you gotta take here. They branch and loop, and you can basically pick whatever path you want. Generally, the top path is faster, but it follows the classic formula of pick a path and go. This game is a bit more hold-righty than most of the other games you'll play in the series, but you know what? I still love this game for all of the good times that I had with it.
Oh my god. I got it so
I'm gonna need to do a pause in the moment here and answer a question about a commission, which is perfectly fair. I got it
to work.
That's good, Sid. I'm glad you made it work.
So how's everyone on chat doing?
Yeah, how's everyone's day going? My day's going okay. So if you notice the button prompts, I'm not always hitting the right button. Sometimes they say hit circle, well that'll shoot you off to the right, but instead I want to go up, so I hit X. And that's the necessary thing right there. That's just kind of necessary playthrough.
Oh, that's nice. My laptop froze.
Oh, joy.
Actually, scratch that. Just my home screen froze.
So this game's got a card system. Essentially, the more cards you get, the better. Most platformer games are hold right to continue, lol. Yeah, but Sonic has gotten a reputation of all you gotta do is hold right, which is not true in the slightest. But here's what I mean by a lot of these bosses are a lot better than the Sonic Rush games. Ignore the flatness of some of these. It doesn't look like this if you play them on a PSP.
What do you mean the flatness?
Like some of the inside textures and whatnot, they do not look like that on a regular PSP screen. Probably because it's a lower resolution.
Yeah. I say yeah like I know what I'm talking about.
Have you ever played on a PSP? So he got one hit down. It's first to like 3 hits wins. So you want to make sure you get the hit.
I just wanted to be clear. I never played on a PSP, not because they were past my they were like past my time, but because
Or no, it's first to 5.
But because I was more of a Nintendo person than a Sony person at the time, and I still kind of am. I do still like. I like Nintendo consoles. They just leave me alone. People who enjoy, who don't play anything but PlayStation 5s. Leave me alone. Let me enjoy my Nintendo Switch, even if it's like a 6-year-old console now.
Not many had the PSP and even less had the Vita. Yes, I had both. So,
what?
Yeah. Oh, I'm reading the chat. You know, the thing that you generally should do.
If you can't hear the cat, clap your hands.
They could probably hear me just fine, but,
I hope it's just my end. I hope it's on the stream.
You can double check if you want.
I kind of just restarted my laptop because it was bugging out again.
Yeah,
so just give me like 2 minutes.
I said I'm reading the chat.
Oh.
There we go. The memory cards did play a decent factor in that since you couldn't save many games. Yeah, you had to get a memory card to do anything, and you could even save games onto it. Personally, I thought the PSP was pretty cool for having a memory card. I always messed with it, but nowadays it's a pain in the ass if you want to save on the PSP or even especially the Vita. It's hard as hell to get a memory card.
Which one of those two had the little disc things? Which one of the two? So I think one of them had games in cartridges, and one of them had them in discs. Am I correct about that?
Yes, you are correct about that. And it was the PSP had the UMD discs, and then the Vita had cartridges because the discs kept breaking. Like, all the time. Like, that was the thing. Like, my copy of Rivals actually broke, like, twice, and I had to get it repaired and inside of a new UMD case. Because it wouldn't work without it. Oh shoot, he used his boost. So, this is technically, canonically, the first time, like, lore-wise, yes, this is not the first time Silver or Sonic have met. As far as Sonic and his friends are concerned, because of what happened in 06, this is the first time they've met Silver. And this game doesn't just get erased like 06, so this is canon. Which is really cool. Damn it, he hit me. You can, like, smack your opponent if you ever get near him. That. You can jump over obstacles, you know. Basically, the goal here is it's Sonic R, but you've got even more to deal with. And, well, slightly more and slightly less. You still got the power-ups. It is a foot race, but it's all 2D, which is really cool when they do these weird winding bends. Personally, I think this game's great, but like I do know a lot of people that think it's really boring, and it's like I get it. But you've only got to do one person's story to beat the game. Like there is not a difference in the endings. No difference in the endings. They all team up in the end, so. Same with Rivals 2, which makes the alternate characters more of a preference than a real hindrance there. Which I feel is the way it should be, like. Alright. We need to actually get rid of 06, though, not just canonically, lol. No. Personally, I feel 06 is okay. It's not god-awful. It's a lot better than what most people say. There is no reason to get rid of it. As far as the canon goes, the game happened, but like everything in it is just kind of fiddled with things. Put Blaze in her own dimension, made Silver forget who Blaze was, and set up Silver starting to exit the timeline. After this game, he's truly left the timeline and he's begun to do his own thing. Like, the timeline just won't accept him, and it starts fucking with his brain, so. But that's just a theory. A game!
I was gonna do the same thing.
Oh, shit. But no, like, in all reality, it does. Like, that's not, like, theory. That is straight up what happens canonically. Like, 06, take it or leave it, it's okay. Project 06 is a much better version, and it's done by fans. And if you want to give the game a shot that's not, you know, horribly broken, go play Project 06 on the PC. It is really good. Like, I'm not even joking.
The warning, it's not finished yet.
Warning, yeah, it is not finished. You can you can play Sonic Story and Shadow Story, but that's it. It has none of the cutscenes, just the levels. But, like, the mechanics are there. Which is good enough for me. It's good enough for me to recommend it and support their cause. Which their cause is to make a better Sonic 06. And, like, I think pretty much anybody can get behind that. Like, hell, better video games? Hell yeah. That's why something like Rivals is super interesting, because it's basically an alternate take on 06. Silver had to enter at some point. It's just, after this game, they start doing...
I quite like Silver as a character.
Yeah, well, after this game, they start doing really interesting things with him, so it's... This game just kind of sets him up.
So does this game like come out before 06 or after?
This came out after 06. This came out actually same year as 06, but after. Can you read that real fast, Sin?
Well, it's just...
I can see it, but I can't, like, play the game and win at the same time. Alright, need your opinion. Sonic basically dies, yet he comes back. However, before that, he gets kissed by the human princess. Lol. Thoughts on that whole moment? Did it need to happen? Did it need to happen? No. Did it happen? Yes. Do I care either?
2006 was a weird year, and we all have to accept it.
Do I care that it happened? Not really. I don't really care that it happened. At the end of the day, it is really small potatoes. People made a big fuss over it, but it's just small potatoes at the end of the day. There's no need for it before or after. The kiss didn't need to happen, but take it or leave it, doesn't matter.
I gotta go for a second.
It was just meant to, like, sweeten a moment, and even then, eh. Alright, and now we can hit him. There's our first hit. I liked doing this as a kid. The major issues with that game was the fact that they didn't get to finish the engine and the development of the actual full game. Like, the game itself would have been perfectly fine and suitable as a video game if it weren't for the rushed development time and the time crunch they needed to get it working for the PlayStation 3. Because that's the whole thing. It started development as a PS3 title. So it's not like... I can't just sit and go, oh yeah, the game would have been so much better. No, it was a matter of... It was being developed for the PS3 as an early title. The reason it came out for the 360 first was because they needed something out. It was the only version that was running well. Like, there are parts of that game that are written like shit. Well, probably because they were doing everything all at once. And it's kind of the start of the whole Sonic games are a rushed fiasco, and the devs have no time to finish it. Well, you can blame 06 for most of it. But there we go, we got more hits than Sonic, and we finished the next boss. That's how this game goes. Like, exactly. This is wholeheartedly how this game goes. Now we see Knuckles, and we race him into the next zone. I'm having horrible luck with this. Alright, Magnet Shield. Oh, shoot. Yeah, and he hit me with the wind. That's the whole thing about this game. It is very all over the place. Here's the gimmick for the level. Too many finished fast jokes with the series in the game. Yeah. Well, the memes are something else entirely. More the fact that I can find the positives in this series does go a lot to show that this series is worth something a lot to people. And the people that actually care do put a whole lot of effort into it. But I could say this game is definitely a lot more interesting than Rush. Like, if Rush is, like, more Sonic Advance, this is taking that and shoving all of it into new environments and new situations. Do I think this game is better than Rush in some ways? Yes. In others, no. I think Rush definitely gets... Rush gets worse for its sequel, while Rivals gets better for its sequel. But as far as the first entries are concerned, they're about on par in many respects. This game is a lot of spectacle, especially for a handheld. Like, you couldn't tell me that in 2006, if you saw this on a handheld, you wouldn't go, wow, they got full 3D environments and 3D models and slight voice acting. Yeah, it's gotta be better than that lame DS title where it's just 3D models running on a 2D backdrop. Like, yeah, it looks cool, and it's something to one-up the Rush developers. It's, in my opinion, really cool. Now, do I think these guys understand Sonic? Not fully. But if you're ever curious about this game, it is super cheap, and, you know, if you can get a hold of a PSP, it's not bad. And as you can see here, it does run pretty well on a on an emulator. Oh my god, Knuckles knocked me into the finish line. It's nice. E105 Zeta. It also brings up a lot of references to older games because, you know, anniversary year. This also explains where Eggman Nega came from, too. Because, explaining that, yeah, he is from the future. Oh, I need to get some energy drink real fast. And here's Metal Sonic. So for our second stage here, the whole carnival is on fire. Eggman has taken over, and clearly Eggman has time traveled. That camera tech, yeah, not supposed to be here. Eggman's doing some fishy biz. I liked the grinding sound in this game. I felt it sounds really cool. But all the power-ups have a forwards and backwards. So basically, if you are ahead of somebody with the fire power-up, for example, it'll, if they are ahead of you, it'll fire forward. If not, it will become a fire shield for you, so you can take a hit. Which is really neat. You know, essentially, every power-up's got two modes, and the power-ups flip and flop from stage to stage. So, lightning here. Since I'm ahead, it places down some dummy rings, and if they get caught by that, they are stuck for a couple seconds. I forget. And you can tell when they're hit, because that arrow will stop getting bigger. And, yeah. And you'll see their little hurt animation. But here's what I meant by the shield. But every single power-up has something like that. Which is real cool. Real snazzy. This game is light on bottomless pits. Not much of a reason to worry about it. Which I think is the whole reason I feel this one-up Sonic Rush in many ways. Because you don't gotta worry about it. You don't gotta worry about falling like 3,000 feet and having to redo a section. It is all spectacle, but it is a great game, especially if you are 7 years old and have just been given a PSP. Like, holy shit, this game would blow your mind. And that's from somebody who was 7 years old at the time when I got this game. I'm still ahead of Metal. It's the only thing about Silver's power-up. Can be a little wonky. Because it doesn't boost you ahead. You actually have to, like, stop it. It stops all of his momentum. Those boxes can be a real pain in the butt. And with this, Zone 2 is clear. We're about halfway through with the game now. Like I said, super short game, but really fun. A lot of replay value here. With the 4 playable characters, you gotta see all the power-ups. Maybe you want to see Sonic's perspective for some of these scenes. Or maybe you want to see Silver, or Shadow, or Knuckles. But this game might end up feeling ever so slightly samey. Like if you literally are like going from one story to the next in a row, yeah, this game might feel really samey, like to the point where you're like sick of all of it. Which I can get. I understand that shit. Trust me when I say Rivals 2 does a whole lot to clear that up. Better looking environments, more fleshed out gameplay, better power-ups, cleaner presentation, better music. Yeah, by the second game, they ended up getting Crush 40 to do the music, so. And the cutscenes end up fully voice acted. So it's definitely worth checking out. This one, and if not this one, at least the sequel. Let's see here. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about this game. It's kind of tough to find somebody who's actually played this game. If I had my way, I'd get a remake of this game. Just because it needs to look even prettier and play a little better. Because the controls feel a little stiff here. Which is alright, like, it doesn't have to always play perfectly. But I'm doing alright myself. How's everybody else doing? See if we can turn him around there. That's one of the power-ups, so. You get hit with something like that. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got that big-ass con video I've been working on quietly in the background. It should be up by the time I leave for MCFC. Which, that'll be good. But you can bounce on your opponent's head like that. Get up to higher spots. Or, you know, they could just smack you while you're trying to do a jump and fuck you up. No, I've heard a lot of ire from the fan base in this on this game, which I think is a real shame because it's pretty good. You get sections like that where you're both kind of like compared on your path. Alright. Let's see if we can catch up. Yeah, there is a lot of rubber banding in this game. And I'd explain what rubber band AI is, but if you're a fan of this channel, you probably already know it. I'll do a quick rundown, I guess. So rubber banding AI is when the AI is essentially on a rubber band. It'll push if you pull and pull if you push. So it'll constantly like try to slingshot itself up there Basically, to make every race kind of close. I used to be so good at this game that I could actually, like, get so far ahead I could watch the AI rubber band itself up to me. It was kind of funny. Luckily, though, you know, one loss isn't nothing. You just restart the stage. Oh, come on, I hit triangle. Yeah, what else could I talk about? I guess I... Yeah. Which is a shame, but, like, it's throughout the entirety of this game. It is built into the core mechanics of it. Like, if you are not rubber banding, then you are not playing Sonic Rush. Or Sonic Rivals. Which is a shame, but it's okay. Because if not, then I guess, you know, if you don't play as poorly as I do, then... yeah, if you don't play as poorly as I do. It is, but at the time of this game coming out, it was put into a lot more games than just racing games. And it was put in there, oftentimes, very poorly, with very poorly thought out rubber banding. In some games, they rubber band backwards, so basically it's super easy. You can see it a lot in, like, little kids style racing games. Or you get the other kind, where you're super far ahead. Well, here comes Johnny D from coming in last place. Now he's all the way up in first because he just, you know, blue shelled your ass about 4 times and has warped ahead of all of the rest of the competition. There's one specific game that does that, like, way too much. I don't even remember the name of it. But it does exist out there. I'd love to do a video on rubber banding AI and how I feel it can hurt a game at times. And how to implement it well. This game, I feel, implements it pretty well. Because, like, you know, there are moments there where the CPU just kind of fucks itself up. But, I don't know. Up to you guys, really. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This boss right here, I spent so long just playing it again and again and again. I just love the design of it. So don't worry about the rings, they do end up respawning. But you had to hop on the pause, and then up to the head, and I missed. But he takes out a little part of the platform. There you go, hit number 1. That's something else I really like. I like that the rings respawn here. Like, the focus is on getting more hits, not so much on everything else. By the way, this entire game is multiplayer. Like, you can play the whole thing. If you have 2 people who have Sonic Rivals, and a copy of the game, like, you can totally play this multiplayer. And that's probably your best bet. They did push hard into that angle, but I never really got to see it. I've gotten every card that you can't get without multiplayer, and yeah, it's always been frustrating. It's always frustrated me. I'm like, I just want to finish the game, like, 100%, but I can never do that. I remember refighting this boss a ton as a kid. Like, this is all I do, is, like, Polar Bear boss. By the way, I gotta say, playing this this boss with a PS1 controller feels really weird in my hands. Like, I'm expecting a glossy D-pad. It's a little mushy, and it's just not there. It is strange, but it's okay. One more hit for me, and I win. Oh, damn. There we go! 6 hits to win. That's that on that. So, while I'm this far ahead into this video, I'd like to mention something here real fast. Sid just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. I'm kind of surprised. A lot of my viewers are not subscribed, and I'd love for them to subscribe. So, a Eggman that we see here is Eggman Nega. And, yeah, so that's a little bit of a twist. Sonic doesn't care what he is, it's an Eggman. But as far as Silver's concerned, it is the Eggman from the future, and he should not be here. This was one of my favorite looking stages, like, aesthetically. Reminded me a lot of Ratchet and Clank, and I love Ratchet and Clank so much. Like, the first one, especially, I'm a big fan of, like, big mechanical alien planet-style structures like this. Chaos Control. Alright, nice and confused. I love these. This is what I mean. This game and its sequel really know how to put on a good spectacle. And if you've watched any Sonic YouTuber, you know spectacle is a big part of the Sonic series. And on a handheld, this is just cool. Like, you can't even lie with me. If you get on the rail there, by the way, it still does that angle, but you go through it so much faster because you're on a rail. You know, multiple loop-to-loops right there. This game's cool. Go play it. Go give it a shot. I wish Sega could re-release you, but it will never happen. This game did not do great. Mostly because nobody had a PSP. Because they were smart and knew, hey, every Nintendo console has continued to get support from everybody up until this point. We need to just pick up a DS, because everything's just going to come to it. And that's true, because why would you play Sonic Rivals if you have a DS that's cheaper and your kid's not going to scratch the disc for less money? Like, I totally get it. But as a fan of RPGs and platformers, like, yeah, the DS has a ton of good platformers and RPGs. The PSP has better ones. It's got the better port of Final Fantasy IV. It's got the best port of Mega Man 1 and one of the best ports of Mega Man X. It's got an awesome, the awesome remakes of FF4, as mentioned earlier, but it's also got things like totally original things like Jack, the best ports of Clank, Secret Agent Clank, and Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. Like, just all in all, good console. And there's Eggman Nega. You know, we've never seen him again, by the way. We haven't seen Eggman Nega in a really long time if you don't count sports games, and I'm like, I always want him to come back. But I guess because of the confusion between this game and Rush, we'll probably never end up seeing him again. Just based on the fact that Sega probably doesn't know what to do with them. Granted, I say that, and Ian Flynn is the new head writer for the Sonic series, and I'm like, he might show up. Oh, damn you. There goes that rubber banding. It's kind of hoping for my other co-commentators and stuff to show up for this one. Because I've been drumming up hype for this video for a while. But I love Sonic Rivals, so Rivals and Rush, so that's another thing. They both start with R's, so like, if little Timmy says, I want Sonic Rush, and they go to the store and they say, you got a PSP, we're going to get you Sonic Rivals, or vice versa, you know, Mom's not going to care. And I don't think the kid would mind too much either. And that's from somebody who cares a whole hell of a lot where what games were what, like, growing up. Like, I asked for X8 one year and got Command Mission. I was so upset. But then I played it. And I actually didn't care that as much as I thought I did. Like, the game was still good. So speaking from experience. And yes, sometimes the slow path is the fast path. We should be getting close to the end. Two. I don't remember this game being so short, but I also played it a lot, so Like, all of this is bringing back memories of like, 6-year-old. Hey, Tree Boy, how you doing? Sin was just here. And then he had to go for some reason. Said he'd be back, though. But how are you doing today? We're just playing some Sonic Rivals. Having a good day. Oh, I'm alright. It could be better, it could be worse. Wait, did we get the hit for that? I don't know if we got the hit for that. Alright. There we go! Silver wins. Should be getting close to the final boss here. Should be. Hey, Sam, welcome back.
I am back.
With a smoothie?
How could I not?
Lovely.
Unless I'm gonna bring a smoothie, like, come on.
Better share.
Hello?
Yeah?
That's weird. Like, it shows you, like, going green, but it doesn't actually, like, do anything.
Am I not talking? I'm talking. Has my mic been fucking up all day?
I can hear you now, but sometimes it just doesn't compute.
That's strange. Because I am definitely all the way here. I said you better share your smoothie with me. So, we're on the one level where there is no race to the finish. You just gotta beat the stage and finish off Eggman. You know, Silver was in Sonic Forces, right? Why was Eggman Nega not in Sonic Forces? Like, it would make total sense for him to be there.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, you know, Silver's in Sonic Forces. It would make perfect sense for Eggman Nega to be there, too. Like, why not? So then why the hell is he not in there?
Maybe there's just some sort of canon reason why he can't be in the game.
Why? If Silver can go back in time, why can't Eggman?
Because Eggman left his how to fix a time machine plans in his bathroom, and then it got exploded by Sonic and Rush.
Okay.
That's a good excuse.
It's a weird excuse, but I'll take it.
It's more than Sonic Team will ever give you. Sorry.
Oh, snap! Actually, you know what? No, I can't say that because we got Ian Flynn now. I literally have no opinion. Oh, gosh. I am sneezing all over the place.
I don't know if Fumpkin Beans or whatever. I forget the Discord title. Okay.
Who?
I don't know if the new person, Fumpkin Beans, I think their name was.
Fungi?
No, the person who joined recently on the server.
Yeah.
Fumpkin Beans?
I think that's their
I know
name.
them personally. I know them personally, and it's kind of bad they don't know the Discord user.
Why don't they just join the stream?
I don't know if they have.
I send a link to the server every time, and if you guys at home want to, click the links for the server, it's over in the description.
Yep.
There we go. I'm like, why can't?
So, for anyone who's new, we do and hasn't gone to the description yet. We do have a Discord server,
And we also got a PayPal link so you can donate. And yeah, that's all stuff. Fun fact: it's also the same link you get if you ask me for a commission.
which I mean makes sense.
I mean, yeah, makes perfect, total sense. All right, and Act 1 is done. Like I said, this game is not very long.
Will we beat the game?
Do you have a Twitter, though? I do have a Twitter, but I don't promote it.
For reasons.
For reasons, including the fact that it's not safe for work. I promote all of my... I send links to this channel on my Twitter. But... unless you know what my Twitter is, you probably won't find it. And that's fair. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's like, you've got Discord, you can get me through Discord, you can find me on Telegram, you can even... Like, if you know the name of this channel, you can find me on Telegram. Easy.
Huh?
Like, not even kidding. Super simple. You look for the same profile picture, and you can message me, and I don't bite. You can get me on Discord via the Discord link in the description. You can find...
Don't look too hard.
Yeah, it's just... Twitter is the only one where it's like, nah, I just don't feel like making an advertisement account for this channel. I just don't care. Just don't care enough to do that. I'd much rather have people show up that actually want to show up. There's I spend like the first 3 minutes of the stream, because I make sure audio and stuff's all good before I start. I just spend that time spamming links to people. Whether they're in the Discord server or not, because I know Discord doesn't always ping people for add everybody's, and I know that people on YouTube who ring the bell, sometimes even they don't get the notification until, like, I'm near the end of the stream, so... It's like
I'll send them the link anyways.
Yeah. We have thought about doing, like, an automatic account that, like, doesn't... That'll automatically post the links that I do, but I just haven't set it up yet. As you noticed, here at the end, we've got everybody helping us to finish the stage. So instead of rivals, we are now friendly. I don't know why Knuckles needed to hit a button.
Whoa.
It's like, whoa, they're friends now. Like, yo, that's so radical. It's also a bottomless pit. Yeah, this is the one...
Damn.
No. This is not made by Dimps, and...
I know.
This is not made by Dimps, and it's got some clever design. So, like, don't worry about it. This is the one stage with a bottomless pit. If that makes you feel any better. Like, this is only one of, like, 2 or 3 levels with bottomless pits in the first place. And they're not, like, chasms. Welcome back, Tree Boy. Damn it. I saw a platform to the right, and I dashed left. Oh boy, what's the next Sonic game we're doing? Sin?
Levels 2, right?
Should we?
It only makes sense. Then again, we didn't do Rush Adventure. We didn't do Rush Adventure
yet. It's all about a yet.
Yeah.
Of course, we could do Heroes. I guess I'll leave it up to the audience. If you go on the channel, you can see all the Sonic games we've done. And you can request one in particular. And I've got a list in the server.
Game suggestion.
Yeah. So, you might have noticed something that's kind of annoying here, right? Didn't we just do this level? Guess what?
Okay.
This is my least favorite stage in the game. And you're gonna find out why really fast. We just did this level, but we have to redo it. Because it is a maze. That's right, folks. It's an ear of corn. And if you don't pick the right path, you gotta redo it. Isn't that annoying?
Oh, I didn't know you could shoot all 3 of your arrows. That would have been helpful to know. Okay, well, let's go kill those guys.
So Sin, what's your opinion on this game?
What I've seen is pretty good.
How far are we even in? Like, an hour tops, maybe?
I'll check. We are... I need to open up Microsoft to get Microsoft Edge again, but yeah, hold on.
Well, Tree Boy's asking questions about you.
Huh? Oh, it's fine, Tree Boy. I already fixed it. It was the... I couldn't get Tower Fall to work, but I got it to work. We are an hour and 5.
Oh, nice. When we've only got one more, like, boss fight left, should kind of hint to you guys exactly how long this game is. The answer is not very. Alright, now it's time for the part that we messed up last time, which sent us back to the beginning. Follow the rings, because if you don't, you end up dealing with some fuckery.
Tomfoolery, I tell you.
All of that tomfoolery. Unless I hit retry, which I don't think I did.
I think it's a good time to say subscribe.
I would definitely say subscribe. If you haven't already, it costs nothing and it helps the channel out tremendously. And if you've never subscribed to anybody, well, that's a shocker. There's a big red button right below the video.
Why not start now? For the low, low price of $0. Huh?
There we go.
Um,
Alright. And now we're at the final boss. You can smack your opponent off a little bit. There we go. First spot down. And I believe it gets Genocided off the ship, but via the power of Chaos Control, Metal has made it across. And yes, these are all the power-ups that you've collected throughout this this game. So we can do 2 hits on each step. Then they start mixing it up, so like you think it's just going to be an electric wall. No, it's also the blowy bit. Oh boy. With that, we move on to the next section. And I believe this one's the final one. Where they start throwing even more stuff at us. And Metal Sonic is just here to stop you. I have. And with that, we win. Land the last 2 hits on Eggman Nega, and we win. With that, we get his card. We get silver from Silver, and yeah.
I just realized I'm muted.
Nice.
Small brain.
Roll credits. And that's all they wrote. That's it for the game. Like I'd sit and do this for hours. Like literally, like this is all I'd play. Which is like kind of sad when you look at it. It's like I had other games that were really good on the PSP, but I played Sonic Rivals.
I mean, you're saying like this game is bad. This game is great.
Push X2 start. I end the stream, you guess. It's not the end of the stream yet. I have a little bit more I want to show from this game. that I think I can show. But as far as...
Why wouldn't you be able to?
Because I don't know if I've unlocked enough stuff yet. But as far as the main story and campaign goes, that's it. Like, nothing changes except for perspective on the last couple shots of the game. Everybody does the same bosses, the same final bosses, the same levels, everything. There is no final story for this game. That is it.
They have to cheap out some way when making a game for the PSP.
Well, this was also a smaller developer. Most of their stuff that they've made were ports of older games. Like I said, Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, they did a couple of PS2 collections. You know, just smaller titles. Which are all good, but like, they require less dev time. You know, ports of Genesis titles in big collections don't require a whole lot. Like, they just require less R&D. I'm just saying. And when you're given a budget, I mean, might as well. Yeah. And now we're Rian. Hey, Tomo. Of course. We got the Re-Boys. We'll skip that and get to it. So, wireless play. Right here, front and center, you can do multiplayer. I can't show...
Makes sense.
I can't show that off, but I can show off the card collection. So, right off the bat, we have outfits for each character. So you get these by doing cards. So, the more cards you get, which they are random, and based on your how well you did each stage, you'll get different stuff. So here I've got Tails, I've got Froggy, I've got Storm, I've got Classic Sonic, and I believe once you get all three, you get a outfit. I think. Oh, right, there is one last final story, but it's just Metal Sonic. It is not interesting, it's the same final boss again.
Hold on a second.
You can get cups, you can get skins. But let me show this off. So nothing there. Nothing there. There. Alright. Well, I was hoping to show off one or two things.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So, this is the challenge mode.
Mm-hmm.
Hard. Win with 210 rings. And this is all the challenge mode is. But you do get unique cards for it. And I want to show it off. So, you are...
What happens if you collect all of them?
You just gotta collect enough to win. And win the race. Which isn't too awfully bad, but it can still suck, because your opponent can pick up rings as well. And here's why I like playing as Sonic in this game. That boost is so helpful. We're already halfway through the level. Milk and cookie and milk. Oh my god, what's going on in my chat? Tomo every time with his milkman cult. Or whatever he wants to call it. Oh boy. So far so good, right? we're at 175 rings.
Hello?
We're at 175 rings, 180, 90. We'll be at 210 in
Oh,
no
it's
time.
Tomo. Hello.
Read. Milk.
Milk. Alright, and with that, we've beaten the stage. I
I
believe
just realized Nick and Harry don't know about Milkman.
they've... I think. But with that, we get silver card. A revolution is happening. Something is happening. And we got the win time. So with that, we checked off 2 things and we get a different card. But it shoots you right back to the main menu. So every time you want to do this, you've got to pick your 2 characters. Select a challenge. And it doesn't tell you... Okay, yes, it does. But it's being cut off on my end. But yeah, perform 14 boosts. Like, you have to, like, know how to do things, like, inside and out. So I'll show you how to get all of them here, at least, like. So just kick the shit out of your rival once. Of course, I'm having all sorts of issues this time around. Probably because it is hard mode. But yeah, you get it. And here's what happens if you lose. You get this music on this screen.
So should we quickly talk about what's happening tomorrow?
Right. Tomorrow is Hollow Knight because I had to push over multiplayer. So tomorrow shall be Hollow Knight.
Yep. Yeah, that's okay with everyone.
And here's the skins. Here's what you get. So with this default, this is the silver mode. Pretty, right?
Sorry, I'll check in a second.
Ah.
Show me.
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna save it real fast. Yeah. Just this. It's just now it's silver. But if we click Save Profile here, you can see we have 19 of 150 cards. We've 100% silver story, and we've got 0 on everybody else. Well, that's all there is. I don't know what's going on right now, but I will...
Sorry. I'm gonna beat myself right now.
No, you're good. But that's it for Sonic Rivals. Unless you guys really want me to play through the other stories.
I don't know why anyone really would, but eh.
That's basically it. That's all there is to the game, pretty much. Like, that is literally everything I could show off without getting a second PSP capture card and all sorts of shit. It's worth checking out, at least. At bare minimum. Also, sorry about the info in the top with the 30 frames per second. I just like to make sure that the games are running well for PSP. Mostly because I've had bad experiences in the past. That's all she wrote for today. Tomorrow's Hollow Knight, and that's about it for me. Leave a like if you like. Comment, subscribe, please.
Join the Milkman cult today.
Join the Milkman cult today. I guess Maybe that's what I should call my audience members. They're the milkmen.
Yeah, the milk. Wait, what if there's a woman in the chat?
The
The
milk
the milk beings.
milk people.
Milk people.
It sounds
Milk drinkers.
it sounds worse the more I think about it. We'll come up
Milk
with.
intakers.
Oh God. Okay. All right. I think we've had enough. I think you guys have had enough to drink. That's all from me. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Sleep
Good
tight.
night.
Don't let the good bite.
That's how it be.
Yes. Milk.